But a very warm welcome to everyone listening tonight here in Southport. It's Warrington Rylands take on Southport in the Liverpool Senior Cup quarter-finals. Cal, do you think we can go far in the competition?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously we've had some good games before this one, haven't we? So
You've had 2 games prior to this one.
I know this is the quarter-final, so
this is the quarter-final. And in the previous rounds, we took on a Scam.
Oh, the one we beat 10-1.
The one that we beat 10-1, indeed. So it was a record-breaking scoreline for Warrington Rylands. We won 10-1 at the Hive Arena. Afterwards, we took on South Liverpool.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
We took on South Liverpool in the following round, winning by 4 goals. So one of us, Taylor Bowen in the stadium, who's now doing well at league. So big congratulations to him. As for the Blues, though, it's another opportunity to maybe potentially go for some silverware.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, the league still isn't out of the sight, as Neil Reynolds said, but this would be a good chance to try and get some first bits of silverware in that trophy cabinet. So James Neal's going to pick it up, however, he loses possession. And now we'll see Danny Lloyd running towards the goal, puts the low cross in towards the penalty area. Luke Pilling thought about getting a touch on it, however decided to let it go for a goal kick. So Clive Smith taking a long throw in here, trying to find George Waring, however Jay Burton picks it up. He plays a through ball towards Daniels. Daniels got plenty of room to run into while the ball's creeping away from goal. He will drive at Sam Minahan and running towards the penalty area. He takes a shot. Took a deflection, however Bernard Castle's going to keep it in play. Never mind, no he's not. However, he does win the ball back off his opponent. Cuts past the defender. Thinks about taking a shot, he does, it's low. However, it falls. It was going to fall towards Jake Daniels, however, Southport now breaking attack. Matthew Regan there, winning the possession back for his side, and Dean Furman shrugging off his opponent. Ball Clive Smith plays it low and hard towards Bernard Castle. However, Jake Burton goes alongside to Jake Daniels. Daniels looking to put a crossing towards the penalty area. He does, it's up. And George Waring puts it in the back of the goal. Warrington Rylands take the lead 1-0 here. And it's George Waring who headed it into the back of Chris Renshaw's goal, giving the Blues the lead here in the 24th minute. So Warrington Rylands take the lead against the National League North side. Pilling, then firing it forward, looking for George Waring, who flicks on towards Kawamia. Jake Burton now with the ball. He gives it to Furman. Furman giving a curling pass towards Daniels. Daniels going towards Cole Lonsdale. Lonsdale firing it forward towards Hoff. Ben Hoff isn't offside there, instead chips the ball over his opponent's head. Then thinks about taking a low shot, he does. However, Chris Renshaw was there to meet it. And then Cole Lonsdale's going to have to clear it away first time. Ball with Jake Burton. Gives it to Hoff. Hoff. Back to Burton, who did lose track of the ball then. However, the ball's hit with Renito. Plays it. Renito takes a shot. However, it's sliced. It will go out for a goal kick. Maybe a free kick, and it looks like he's wanting to shoot here. Luke Pilling ready for a shot, and then makes a brilliant save, and then cleared away by Jay Burton. But Luke Pilling running across his goal there to make that save, and he palmed it away with his 2 hands. So over his head. Doyle throwing it long. So over the head of Clive Smith. However, Bernard Castle doing some defensive chores and clearing the ball forward. Miscommunication there by the defence. However, Lunt's going to pick it up. It's going to be a long shot out, and it's just scraped away from the goal. It is going to be Danny Lloyd on this corner, as Southport are leaving 3 back. with a man loitering on the edge of the area. Ball swung in, and then it's headed over the crossbar. So Luke Pilling going to take it long out of his hands here. He's telling Cole Lonsdale. It is a long kick, trying to find the head of Alex Cromyer. However, Dean Furman passes it calmly towards Ben Hardcastle, who's got room to run into. He's going to play an early crossing towards the penalty area. Sam Minahan forced to clear it away with his first touch there. An in-swinging corner kick here. So corner swung in towards the penalty area, looking for Matthew Regan at the back post. However, he headed it downwards, and Alex Cromyer dispossessed. He's on the edge of the penalty area now. He puts a low cross into the box, trying to find Matthew Regan. However, he's just put it over the crossbar and unable to give his team that second goal, which would have been pleasing for the Blues going in at half time. He's just getting his final bits before he enters the field of play. So that is Ben Hoff. So Ben Hoff coming off the pitch after a brilliant half. So it's going to be an out-swinging corner, eh? Play goes down, and it's a free kick to Warrington Rylands. Goes across towards Cole Lonsdale. He goes back towards Matthew Regan. Regan goes towards Cole Lonsdale. He goes back to Luke Pilling. Pilling going to be pressed there, and so he's going to cut past his man. He's going to use all the composure he has, and then he's going to play it a corner floor towards Ben Hardcastle. Hardcastle goes towards Matthew Regan. He lobs one over the top, and he's going to see Chris Smith's first bit of action in the game, eh? He cuts past his man, cuts past another, gives it to George Waring, who takes a shot, hit the leg of a defender. We'll see George Waring coming back to do some defending. How the ball's played wide towards Sam Minahan. He tries to play it long. However, Jake Daniels keeps it in play. Cole Lonsdale diving into a tackle there, and then cleared away by Matthew Regan. Headed forward, and then Matthew Regan heading it clearer then. It's going to see George Waring. No, ball's going to be played forward towards Chris Smith. However, he is deemed offside. So Cole Lonsdale taking it short to Dean Furman. It goes to Chris Smith. Smith giving the ball to Daniels. Daniels then trying to put it in towards George Waring. However, it's easily caught by the keeper. And then we'll switch the ball towards Clive Smith. Smith going back towards Ben Hardcastle now, who uses Dean Furman. Furman switching play towards Daniels. Daniels running towards the penalty area. Low cross. However, it's deflected away from the goal as he gives it to Chris Smith. Smith giving it to Cromyer. Cromyer going to Furman. Furman to Waring. Waring back to Furman. Furman clipping it forward, trying to find Chris Smith. Takes a touch. However, it's just behind him, so couldn't get a real chance on goal. As the ball's played forward, it's going to see Clive Smith defending a bit, and Dean Furman sliding into a tackle. Ball of Alex Cromyer, he's past his man here. He's one-on-one with the keeper. Takes a shot, however, it's a brilliant one-on-one save, and the ball got out for a throw-in. So he's taken quickly. Played in the box. It's not one-on-one, and it's just past the goal. As this ball looks like it's going to be swung in towards the penalty area. Instead it's not. Instead it goes back towards Heath. He's going to take a shot from long range, and then it's blazed over the bar and over the Jack Carr stand. Ben Hardcastle winning possession back earlier, and now going to break on the attack. He's going to cut past his man there. However, the ball went back to Renshaw. Alex Cromyer intercepting it early. Ball with Ben Hardcastle now. He cuts back, gives it towards Jake Burton. Burton should have had a shot first time. And now Southport look to break on the counter-attack. Ball played forward. Play forward once more, however the ball might run out of room here. However, Matthew Regan getting yet another header. Ball with Sam Minahan. He'll take a shot, however it's just wide, and we'll go for a corner kick. Corner, swung in. It's headed away from goal, and it's going to be Chris Smith trying to get there first. He doesn't. Instead, he's just going to have a bit of pressure on him. Ball switch play now towards Burgess. Burgess thinking about taking a shot, and Jake Burton slips. Ball on the edge of the area now. It's took a shot, and it's gone for a goal kick.
Ball now down the throat of the midfield for Southport over towards this left hand side now. Chris Smith, who's had a brilliant cameo so far in this game, is trying to force something, but there's a ball over the top now for Southport. It goes down the edge of the area. Southport looking to get a shot off, potential opportunity, goes towards the right hand side. Good crossing opportunity now as he enters the 18-yard box. Cross does come in, finds Pillen, and despite it taking a bounce, he was able to collect it afterwards. Huge relief for Rylands supporters and Rylands players. Falls in a nice area in the attacking half for Southport on this right hand side now. Looks to try and whip a cross in, playing it across the edge of the area. A cross does come in, finds the yellow head, but it might flick down. Cross comes in again and behind for a goal kick. A Southport player is down in the process. Cormier still chasing for the ball. Ball gets cleared away. Ball was half hit there by the Southport player. George Waring wins the header, and that will be full time here in Southport. Rylands winning away, and it will see the Blues head to the semi-finals of the Liverpool Senior Cup. A fantastic win by Neil Reynolds' side. I'm fairly confident it's his first 1-0 victory here for the club, and a brilliant defensive performance from Warrington Rylands to keep out Southport. And we have beaten yet another National League North side versus Scunthorpe, and now it's Southport. Brilliant performance from the Blues, and as they celebrate in front of the Warrington Rylands supporters, we thank you all for listening to today's matchday commentary, or if you're watching our match highlights following our win here tonight. We're back in action this Saturday to take on Ilkeston Town away, followed by Disley on the 5th of April at the Hive Arena. So make sure you're down for our next home game, and feel free to listen in or watch along for our next match against Ilkeston Town.